Hey Moon Magic family, welcome back to the channel and welcome to anyone who is new here. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Now, our readings today, a significant choice is in front of you. You're being offered a significant choice, and really what we are inquiring, is this choice a yes or a no? So let us draw 3 cards. We're going to do 3 piles. So we'll draw 3 cards, some runes and some charms. And that is the question we are asking about this significant choice that is in front of you. Is it a yes or a no? Now we have 4 cards here. I'm actually going to take the bottom 3. Okay, so reading 1, we have Karma of Kutala. Let me show that to you. Okay, reading 2, we have Ivory Wish Fulfilling Crow. And for reading 3, we have Deer of Delta. Okay, so let's draw a charm for each one. For those of you that would like a little bit more information and also some runes, we'll just see how the runes come out for us. Super Souls, if you already know which of the cards is really calling to you, the timestamps are in the description box, and I'll also put them in a pinned comment so you can zap your way straight through to them. Now, let's do a charm for each first of all. Okay, so reading 1, you have the charm of the anchor. Okay, so that's reading 1. Gosh, how interesting. Look at the shape. It's just uncanny, really, isn't it? Okay, so then we have Wish Fulfilling Crow. We have the lizard, the charm of the lizard. And then we have the peace sign with the Deer of Delta. Okay, beautiful. So let's draw some runes. Okay, 3 coming out for reading 1. So reading 1, you have Berkana. This is the rune of growth. You have Degas. This is breakthrough. And you also have Fehu. This is the rune of nourishment of possessions. Okay. Okay, 3 again for reading 2. You have the blank rune. You have the rune of protection, Algiz. And you also have the rune of the self, Manaz. Okay. And then we have 3 again. Okay, so we have the rune of harvest, Jira. We have gateway. Harvest and gateway, and also the rune of protection. Okay. So Super Souls, I'm going to leave the video running for just a few moments longer for anyone that needs a bit more time. I will see you in the readings shortly. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we're shown in these readings about this significant choice that is right in front of you right now. Tons and tons of love, and see you in a moment. Hey pile 1, we are asking today about a significant choice that is in front of you or being offered to you. Is it a yes or is it a no? Your reading is absolutely fascinating. The first thing I really noticed was it's like the shape. We have the Karma of Kutala, which is in this sort of bird shape, literally rising. I almost feel it looks a little bit like the phoenix rising from the ashes. The anchor point is really interesting because the top part just is exactly the same shape as this anchor, which is really fascinating. Now, what this card primarily says, and it's really interesting because, you know, the first card in our reading is in many ways our anchor point. It's our starting point in a reading. What your reading is actually saying is, ultimately, this is about, I want to say, not taking the safe option, okay? So a significant choice is offered to you. This is about freeing yourself. We have Degas, this is the rune of breakthrough. This can mean like that we take a 180-degree turn. We go off in a completely different direction. We do something that's completely unexpected. We literally kind of almost unanchor ourselves and we take off. It's interesting that the top part of the card, not the bottom, is, if I put the anchor there, you can kind of see it fitting. It's like the anchor is fitting with the top part of the card, not the bit that's still rooted to the earth. And Kutahala, this is like Sanskrit, and it means excites wonder. Okay, this card is all about following your bliss, following your desires, even if they seem completely illogical. Okay, so with Berkana, we're talking about a new phase of growth. The rune of breakthrough feels as though it's kind of quite a radical turn of events in a way, doing something quite different. And with Fehu, this is the rune of possessions, of nourishment. It speaks about ambition, ambitions satisfied, about unexpected rewards and gains. So let me put your runes over here for one moment. In fact, let's put them like that and move that card over. Let's draw some more cards, because I'm really curious for you guys. What is happening for pile one? I can see that there is the choice in front of you, whatever that may be, and the uniqueness of your world. Your reading is all about almost like freeing yourself, doing something completely different, liberating yourself, doing something that you wouldn't have expected to do, approaching something from a different direction. Let's see what else we are shown, please, for pile one. Let's draw some oracle cards as well. May we have information, please, for pile one, please. Okay, so we have, just to start with, so we have, first of all, we have Pluto. Rebirth. Okay, so we are seeing you transform. Then we have the card Descendant, invitation, and then the third house, communication. Okay, right. If you're watching this reading and you're sort of thinking, you know, what significant choice is going to be offered to me, it's going to come through some form of communication, and it's going to come quite quickly. It's quite radically different to, I want to say, what you're used to, maybe. Oh, let's just see what else we're shown. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Four of Wands. How interesting. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Swords. How interesting that we're framed in these two nines. Your reading has a Nine of Swords on one side and a Nine of Pentacles on the other. It's really interesting with this Nine of Swords. You know, Nine of Swords is often like a bit of a dark night of the soul, really, in many ways. You know, there's stuff to be thought about, but I just feel like it's so laid back. You know, as a card, it's really, really laid back in this pack. So what I'm seeing, pile one, is the thing about the choice that is in front of you, this significant choice, this invitation, and it does feel like an invitation, especially with third house communication, these two birds. It's going to take you away from your sense of security. It's going to take you away, the Nine of Pentacles, from what you're used to. And it's also potentially for some of you taking you away from kind of like the cultural norm that you've grown up in or grown up with. You know, if you've grown up in an environment where there's a very set way of seeing things or a very set pathway of doing things, and somehow this takes you into very different territory. And I can see there's a bit of anxiety around it. But simultaneously, I almost feel like it's kind of like at a level of your heart, of your excited wonder, of your bliss. There's a part of you that just thinks, it's kind of like, if you don't do it, you'll never know. It's one of those scenarios. If you don't follow it, I think you already know that if you don't follow this, I'm going to say it's a yes. We've said yes or no, but we're talking about the kind of consequences and the bigger picture of that. That's what's coming through here in your reading, pile one. Because it's a very different opening. It's not what you're used to. It's a radically different way of, it's a departure from doing things in the way that you have been used to or accustomed to doing things. It's loaded with potential, and I think you kind of know that. And I think you really want to invest in it. And because it kind of like feels so deliciously tantalizing, I think that this is where you're torn. Because on the one hand, it's like, oh well, this would be so liberating, this would be so different, this is totally me stepping out of my comfort zone into such new territory. On the other hand, a part of you is saying, yes, but you know, we really need to think about what people think. I think there's quite a lot of stuff, judgment around what people think, around, those expectations, those cultural expectations. It's kind of like if you've grown up in a particularly clear, maybe in your family there were very specific views on sort of like marriage or whether, you know, what you should do to earn a living or not, and it's like this is a choice that takes you in a whole new direction. I think there's a kind of an acceptance in you that you probably sort of know this is a bit irresistible. Okay, I just think it's kind of irresistible. You kind of know that you can't really do this. I almost feel like you're needing to slightly sneak away from your existing situation, or you're trying to work out how you can kind of move from A to B, how you can step through that doorway, that significant choice, how you can do it in a quite thoughtful kind of, gosh, I mean, look at these two. I feel like it's almost like they're undercover. They know it's like the best thing ever. They know it's so exciting. They know that this is the right thing to do in terms of bliss and potential and following your heart. And yet there's a sort of, gosh, let's leave quietly, you know, because let's do this quietly and tell everybody about it later. There's a huge conflict around expectations. That's what I'm seeing. Expectations of other people, what other people will think, how other people will react. And yet you know you really want this. A lot of the wobble is to do with those internal voices that come from history, that come from family expectations and cultural expectations, and also the things that you have thought were safe. But your reading is almost sort of saying, look, I mean, I can sort of see you almost like daydreaming about it, you know, entering that dream state where you're imagining how amazing this could be. And the connection, the communication, you really, you feel it. I mean, this is the point, you feel it. I do think there's the potential to slightly idealize in your daydreams how good it will be, while simultaneously worrying about what you're going to leave behind, what people will think. I think what we need to do, my beautiful souls, is to draw more cards and see where this decision is going, where it's taking you. Remember, ambitions satisfied, unexpected rewards and gains. You know, we're seeing a very favorable outcome here, even though it's a radically different, it's like upping your anchor and moving. Literally, it's like you got offered a job and you know that no one in your family wants you to go, or your best friends or your friendship group, and yet a part of you just wants to go. It's totally the other end of the country, or moving to another country altogether, or whatever this is, you just know you want to do it. And then there's this sort of internal debate. Let's draw some more cards. Let's ask, please, about where is this going? I do feel it's clearly a yes for you. It's clearly a yes. I can see this almost daydreamy state where you just feel so excited about the potential. And then it's the kind of how do you exit where you are in a way that will allow you to navigate this carefully. You know, this is a powerful invitation. It's a transformation of your world. May we please ask for information, please? Where is this going? Can we know more about this for pile? Here we have 4 cards. Let's use them. Okay. Let me move my cards to one side. Oops, to one side. I hope that hasn't interrupted the sound. I just jerked my microphone cable there for a moment, unintentionally. Okay, so we have the Magician. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Hermit. And we have the 2 of Swords. These are very interesting cards. Wow. You are really, really stepping out of your comfort zone. Really, really stepping out of your comfort zone here. It's really interesting because it relates to your independence. You see, in a way, I think you've had a lot of dreams. Whatever the world you're coming from, I do feel that I've sort of said cultural perspectives or family expectations, you know, there's stuff around this. I actually really feel that you've really wanted something different for yourself for a long, long time. You know, I don't think this is a new kind of, I don't think it's a new thing. I think you've dreamt of this. But you know what? It's like suddenly the offer is there. It's like right in front of you. And it's about stepping into your independence. It is actually about following your own heart rather than the expectations of others. It's about trying to free yourself and move into a space where there is so much more potential and possibility. I think you kind of know that where you are, there are significant limitations. It's a bit like, let's say, I'll do the 2 sides of the coin here, but let's say you've grown up in a tiny little, you know, way out in the countryside, out in the middle of nowhere, or in the, you know, I don't know, in the outback or in the wilds and the wilderness, and you absolutely love it. But on the other hand, you know that there are no real career possibilities in the area that you actually have a passion for. And suddenly there's an opportunity to move to the big city. It's a crazy thing. There's huge family expectations or cultural expectations that you'll stay and take on the family business kind of thing, or stay and just get married and do what was expected of you. But there's this other opportunity and you kind of don't want to be held back. You've often thought about it, but you're actually faced with the reality of this, of stepping out of those family expectations. Or it could be vice versa. You know, you could be in a big city and there's expectations that you'll go to university and then become a banker or something or whatever. And actually you've just decided to set forth and go and live in the middle of nowhere and become, you know, I don't know, become a Buddhist monk or something. You know, it's like whatever it is for you, it's a radical change. Yeah, it's a radical change. If it's connected to a relationship, a love connection, we do have the 4 of Wands here, and this card of communication. We've got these kind of lovebirds here. You know, it could be that this would be a relationship that you feel would be disapproved of, or it would be deemed that it would, you'd be leaving your security behind. There's something around, again, those expectations. There's concern about what other people would think. And yet, and you're thinking about how to achieve it. I think you honestly, pile 1, you know in your heart of hearts that you want to do this. You know that this is something that is to do with your own sense of identity. It's kind of like this, the bigger picture here is to do with this sort of almost like the phoenix rising from the ashes, upping your anchor and moving into your own potential, your own territory. It's all about you doing something that is, it's like following your passion, your bliss, rather than the bliss that other people think you should be following or think would be right for you. The bigger picture is to do with you actually doing what's right for you. You know, so whatever this is, And it's doing what's right for you in the face of quite significant expectations from other people who may, I'm going to say may or may not, okay, this is an interesting thing, but it's coming through with the Nine of Swords here, who may or may not feel strongly about your position or your choice, okay? When I say may or may not, I do get the impression that even if they have a clear perspective on this, curiously enough, with such a laid-back Nine of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles too, I kind of feel that I think that they will be much more amenable to your decision and your choice than you realize. Ultimately, I think they want to see you flourish. Sometimes this could be one of those scenarios. This will apply to some of you, but not all. But you know those scenarios where someone kind of limits your choices and holds you back, and it's not because they actually want to kind of piss on your fireworks, if that makes sense. It's actually that they really care very deeply about you, but they care so much about you that their own anxiety is getting in the way of them giving you the freedom to make your own choices. It's when they're always, you kind of make a suggestion and you say, I'm thinking of doing this, and then someone who really cares about you says, oh, well, have you thought about this and thought about that, and it's all negative and it's all flattening and dampening. And actually their motive isn't actually negative. It's because they're terribly worried about you going out into the world and falling over and getting hurt, and they're worried about whether you'll be able to get back up again. The irony is that when somebody offers us the negative, the flattening sort of message, it actually can sort of stifle that, it gives an undertone of a message that sort of says, I'm not sure you can really cope with this, and it's actually quite undermining of self-confidence and self-esteem. Self-confidence and self-esteem comes because we get out there and we have a go, and failure is actually fab, because if you have a go and you fall over, you get back up again and you learn resilience. People who are very protected never fall over and therefore never get back up again, often have very high levels of anxiety because they've never built the resilience. It's kind of like a toddler can actually learn to walk without ever falling over if a parent is so attentive that they're always there to catch them. But that little toddler will learn to walk and then to run, but they won't have the same baseline of resilience that another toddler will have who's pulled themselves up and toppled over a few times. It gives a different sense of certainty that it's kind of okay to fall over and the world will be just fine and we can get back up and everything gets fixed again. And I think sometimes that overprotectiveness kicks in a way that's unhelpful. I think for some of you that will be relevant to you actually. Yeah, this is about you striking out. Whatever this is about, you just know that you don't want to be limited and held back by the perspectives and the expectations, the viewpoints that you've kind of been in and have been around you. I'm going to draw just a couple more cards. I'm just going to ask, can we have a sneaky peek into the future for pile 1, please? The answer is really clear in terms of following your own personal bliss. Here we go. Look at this. We have 2 cards. So we have the 5 of Wands and we have the 2 of Cups. Look at you climbing the ladder of success. The 5 of Wands is a card that often speaks sometimes of competition, but I'm seeing it today for you. I'm seeing you climb up that ladder. This is a card that says step up, don't step down. And the 2 of Cups, I use the example of maybe for some of you, if this is a connection with somebody that would be outside the family expectations or the cultural expectations, I think we're seeing success here. It's beautiful, it's lovely. This is about your own personal choices, making them, honouring them, following your bliss, following your heart. I think you really know you need to. I don't think there'll be as much resistance, or what I would say is I think they'll probably get over it quite quickly. And once they see that you are happy, I think they'll come round to your way of thinking pretty quickly in terms of those expectations around you. And this is a card that definitely says step up, not down. Pile 1, it's a definite yes, 1000%. I am excited for you, thrilled for you, and truly I don't think it's going to be as difficult. That exit, that transition, that stepping through that doorway, I don't think it's going to be as difficult as you think. I am sending you all the love in the world. Do keep us posted. I'm utterly thrilled for you. Super Souls, thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you also for all of you who comment and for leaving your comments. So many of you share so beautifully and sharing of your own life stories. I am blown away by the way that this community is building and the support that you not only offer me, but the support you give to one another. You guys are just amazing. So thank you for being a part of the Moon Magic family. I post these readings on a Tuesday and a Friday, and of course on Sundays I do a pick a card reading for literally what do you need to know right now and what's happening in the week ahead. So getting the heads up to really help to navigate your week. So do check in on those. If you'd like to get all of my readings coming through, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, they should come into your stream. And if you want to be in my monthly prize draw where you could win a free private reading or a pack of oracle cards, just add yourself to my subscriber email list. I'll just put the links to anything and everything that might be helpful to you in the description box and in the pinned comments too. Super Souls, have an amazing time. See you soon. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have Ivory Wish Fulfilling Crow. You have the Rune of the Self, Manas. You have the Blank Rune. And you also have Algiz as well, which is the Rune of Protection. Now, this is really interesting. This is all about potential. The Blank Rune is like a space of, gosh, it's like the unknowable future. It's like all of the potential that sits in the unknowable future. We have the Rune, as I said, of protection here and the self. I feel it's very interesting because we're asking, you know, what significant choice. We're not actually asking what significant choice. We're saying a significant choice is in fact being offered to you. You have a choice. And is this a yes or a no? What I feel like with your choice is that your choice in particular is a space of potential. It's kind of like, do you embark on this or not? That's what I feel like. And you see, the message is actually very clear in your reading, and it's quite interesting, it doesn't feel as clear cut as a yes or a no. It kind of feels like a yes, okay, but it's got a lot more information in it. It's not just a straightforward yes. It's actually saying to you, if I'm truly honest, I think your reading is saying to you, you can have it all. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty excited for you. I feel like you don't quite believe you can have it all, but your reading is saying you can have it all. You know, the Rune of Protection, Algiz, it's like, it tells us that your protection is held in right action, keeping your mind clear, navigating your world. There's a Dakota saying, it's something like tread lightly. It's something about the footprint you leave behind. I will look it up for you actually, Super Souls, and see if I can find it for you. In fact, bear with me, let me see if I can. Okay, so I just quickly checked that out, and it goes, we shall be known forever from the tracks we leave behind. And I feel like your reading is really, really interesting, because it's kind of saying, you can have it all, okay? You know, don't hold back. You can have it all. What you actually need to do to have it all is not to force it into being, not to push it to happen, but actually to kind of dream it into being, to know it, to feel it, to have it. It's kind of like, it's really strong in terms of that law of attraction, that energy of, yeah, just align yourself with your spiritual pathway and everything will just be provided for you. Okay, now this is not, obviously we're just going with this reading. This is not quite what I was expecting. It's not that we should ever expect anything in a reading, but let's ask and draw more cards. May we please have an awful lot more information so we can bring clarity here for pile 2, please. should they say yes or no? It feels like a yes, and yet it's bigger than that. It's like it's bigger than that for you guys. It's bigger than just a straightforward choice. May we have information for pile 2, please? May we have information, please? Okay. May we have information for pile 2, please? Okay. I'm going to take the card on the rear, the world. Yes, look at this. I feel like you can have the world. What do you want? Put your order into the universe. What do we have here? So we have Cancer, immerse. Yes, this is about immersing yourself in the very essence of living, of being, of joy, of what you want. I want to tell you a little bit in just a moment. I'll read these cards first. Gosh, I'm getting really excited. It's like I'm running ahead of myself. Then we have conjunction, alliance. Yes, this is your alliance. And Libra, balance. Wow, this is just unbelievably clear. The ivory wish-fulfilling crow. Okay, so this is the ivory wish-fulfilling crow in its sort of legend is this crow lives in the wish-fulfilling tree, and it's actually it was a Hindu sage called, I think it was, forgive me, I may not be pronouncing this right, but I think he was called Bu Sundar. And this wish-fulfilling tree, you could never be harmed. If no animal that was sitting in the wish-fulfilling tree could ever be harmed, protected. It was the place where everything could happen, everything would emerge. You could have the world, but you would have the world because it was, your vibration was good, your energy was good. This is all about immersing yourself in life, being aligned with the universe, knowing that you don't have to lead it and make it happen all the time. There'll be times to lead and to move forwards, but the universe will show you the way. If your energy is right and you are balanced within your mind, your body, your soul, your emotions as well, the rune of protection, often speaks of heightened emotions. If you are balanced, your wishes will come true. It's really, really interesting. So 5 of Pentacles. This is the choice that's being offered to you. This is the choice that's available to you. I was really trying to connect it with what is our question really today for the reading. A choice is being offered to you, a significant choice. This is a choice as to how you think, feel, and your very essence and your very being. How are you going to move through the world? It's not really about stuff. I'm not saying that there won't be stuff or things you want or situations available to you, but actually, this is about what you choose to do right here and right now with your own headspace, your own emotions. And I know it's not easy if we're in a loop or we're in a negative loop of negative thinking or of feeling, but this is about resonating your energy spiritually, and it's like an affirmation that the universe will then align and work with you. The universe is trying to work with you, and you're being asked to work back. We have the 5 of Pentacles, so I can see there's been some big kind of challenges around you, disappointments, hurts. And I think the challenges that they've been lingering, the energy of them has been lingering. Look at that, our candle has just gone out. I feel this is really significant. We just look through these cards, then I'm actually going to move that and change it, but I feel this is really significant. It's time for you. It's like maybe you've been carrying a torch for something or someone or for a cause, or fighting your corner over something. It's time to choose to not to carry that torch anymore. We have the King of Swords. This is about letting your mind, giving your mind the opportunity to totally take charge of your thinking patterns and commit fully to moving forwards with dedication, with loyalty. Ace of Wands, it's like bring yourself back into alignment with your passions, your desires. So, and Ace of Swords, we have 2 aces. I mean, wow, this is really significant here. Literally, your reading is saying to you, you can have it all. The choice is yours. This is the significant choice. Whatever you think you came to this reading with, that is almost like a kind of a periphery, okay? Because this is a reading that says the choice is yours. Step into the energy of the wish-fulfilling tree and you will be granted everything. It's all about sitting in an energetic zone. This is about not carrying a torch for something that has been kind of, for some of you, just lingering, eating away at you, limiting you. Let's change your candle. I feel it's so important to just light a new one. Let's light a candle. So I'm just lighting a candle for you here. Okay, beautiful souls. This is like a candle to your new beginnings. Okay, this is, I think this is so gosh, it's spirit showing us exactly what needs to be done. One kind of candle has it's gone out. The timing is done. You've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. However important it was to you, I'm not suggesting that whatever you have been carrying was not important to you. I understand that it was. But it's time to leave it behind. It's time to embrace the world that is ahead of you. That blank rune, it's like a pregnant pause, a space of possibility. The universe wishes to align with you. Immerse yourself in a state of being, of doing, of having, of owning, it's like literally align yourself and immerse yourself in that wish-fulfilling space. It's really interesting, the lizard energy. In another pack of cards that I'm not using today, but another pack of cards, they are spirit animal cards from the Native American spirit animal cards. And lizard, it's the card of the dream time. And there's a little story that goes with each of the cards. And with the lizard card, there is a story where I think a snake comes along and sees and it sees a lovely big rock, and it wants to curl up in the shade of the rock because it's a really hot day in the desert, but lizard is already there, and the snake says, you know, move over, let me share the shade of your rock, and why aren't you afraid of me? You know, because I could eat you up. And the lizard says, well, I'm not afraid of you because I know you've already eaten, so that, because I can see that. And it's like, well, how can you see it? It's, well, because I dreamed it. The lizard says, well, I dreamed that. I've already seen it. I've dreamed into the future. So I know when I came to this rock, I'd already dreamed that you had eaten somewhere else, and therefore I would be safe here. But you're welcome to share my rock if you wish. And so it's kind of like this entering the dream space where you see and know what you want and allow yourself to believe and align with that energy, immersing yourself in the energy of your desires. Now, that could be a small single desire. It could be a big single desire, but your reading is really saying you can have it all, okay? This would be a terrific day, pile 2, to go and make a vision board. A vision board of everything that you want to bring into your world, everything you want to create. There is a starting point. The significant choice that's being offered to you is literally the universe, spirit saying to you, we wish to give to you. I think what you've been through has been a tough call as well. I do need to honour that too. I feel that you've done the work, and there's a real honouring of the universe wishing to give back to you. This has come up a couple of times in the last month, I think, a couple of readings where it's been really clear that the universe is wishing to give back to you. You're being honoured for the soul work that you've done, that level of soul work. And the universe saying, it's now your turn to receive. Let's bring things back into balance. You've been giving more than you've been receiving. You've been standing up and fighting other people's corners. You've been doing battle. It's time to relax and allow yourself to receive, to immerse yourself in the energy that you want for yourself and for your long-term future. With the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, everything is with you. I mean, this is passion, it's emotion, this is mindset. King of Swords, let your mind get crystal clear about what you want and hold that energy, because the universe wishes to give you the world. And there's a real honouring of you personally here. Pile 2, I'm just going to ask for a sneaky peek into your future, I think, really. I feel the choice is very clear, actually. It's not about an individual thing. That's simply a teensy-weensy part of the bigger picture of which you can have, or you can have it all. That just keeps coming through. You can have it all. May we please have a sneaky peek into the future. This is, of course, ooh, cards have just slid out. This is, of course, I'm going to say, on the basis that you hold that mindset and keep your energy clear and clean. Okay, this is so super nice. So we have the 8 of Swords. Okay, yeah, literally. It's like disentangling yourself. You know, I find this card really interesting because she's looking in a mirror and seeing the way in which she has tangled herself up. If you have a look at the rune of the self, Manas, this is a rune that it's like, if you look at the rune of joy looks like a P. And if you split it down the middle and open it up like that, this is like the rune of joy. It's like joy looking at yourself. And I think you've been looking in the mirror for quite a long time and kind of seeing some pretty negative stuff. It's time for this to shift. We have the card of the Star. This is about renewed hope, renewed optimism, renewed faith. You're being guided away. 6 of Swords, literally you are being guided away. You know, the universe, it's very interesting with the crows here in both of these cards. Some of you may well have experienced a loss. You know, crows fly between the worlds. Some of you may have experienced a loss and been holding on to that rather than moving forwards because it was so challenging. You are being honoured here. It's time for you to receive. The universe, spirit is guiding you through. You're being guided through. You're being disentangled there. There's real support, love, care to disentangle you from the hurts of the past and to guide you through here to a space of renewed potential, renewed optimism. Your messages are so clear. May we have more information, please, or a sneaky peek into where this is headed? I think it is those 2 cards there, actually, for you. Yes, King of Wands and the Hanged Man. Yeah, lovely. The King of Wands, I mean, the energy of the King of Wands, he's... Oh, look at this. Look at this. You just can't, you couldn't write it, could you? Look at this. Can you see on his t-shirt? What does he have on his t-shirt? A lizard. Can you see that? I hope the camera is focusing. He's king of the dream time. Okay. He knows what he wants and he's not afraid to get it because he knows that he comes from a good place. You've gained wisdom with the Hanged Man here. You've gained wisdom. Your experiences, whatever this was, these experiences, they've been really challenging for you. A lot of soul searching, but you know, and a lot of hurt, if I'm honest. But they've given you the ability to see things very, very differently. You have a very, very high level of awareness. You know, you could walk into a situation and you'll be able to read people. Some of you may find that your kind of psychic abilities have really increased because of the stuff that's happened to you. It's caused you to get really, really acutely emotionally sensitive, okay, which has been pretty tough. On the other hand, that sensitivity can now serve you well. You can use it like a gift, like you're as a clairaudience, clairvoyance, all sorts of other gifts are coming through for you. You may read cards, you may read runes. Yeah, it's back to the dream time. Your reading is really, really clear, pile 2. You can have the world, you can have whatever you want. The potential is there. You've actually, almost like on a karmic level, you've done a level of soul work that now means that you're going to be guided again with this. Look at all the runes sitting here just beneath. It's fascinating that the rune most foremost in front of this hanged person, this hanging acrobat, is actually Othilla, the rune of separation. This is about leaving the past behind. It's about outgrowing a phase in your life and embarking on the new. And Othilla is also a rune of inheritance and of gain. And the gain is because we've done the work and we've moved from one space to another, like a snake shedding its skin. Your reading is beautifully clear, pile 2. You have done the work. I have the hugest respect for you. It is time to move through and beyond whatever the past has been and has held for you, to let go of it, to be clear and focused. Truly, go do a vision board. Go make a vision board. Start downloading images of all the things that you want your world to look like. Trust, believe, and immerse yourself in that space of here and now awareness of literally being, seeing, knowing, loving, thriving within you, and everything literally will be delivered to your door. It really, really will. This is what this is saying here. You become the master of the dream time. You think it, you feel it, it arrives. This is unbelievably powerful. I mean, really, truly, I truly think you guys are a massive part of what I would say that the growing movement in humanity to raise consciousness, because it's through that individual level of work, of soul work, where we navigate the emotional intensity of difficult stuff, that's what's really elevating humanity. It's not just about a mindset, it's how we really feel, and humanity is very clogged in lower vibrational energy overall. I mean, we see it everywhere. You only have to put the news on. It's there in our everyday lives. It's there everywhere. By changing and shifting that energy, we elevate the entire consciousness of humanity, and people then start to behave differently. There are ripple effects, knock-on effects in such a powerfully positive way. You know, you guys are doing phenomenal work. You also need to be able to receive. The world will not be in balance if all the spiritual people live in lack. What we really want is for all the spiritual people to actually have a vast amount of abundance, because you're going to use it really, really well, because that's who you are. You know, so open your arms and get there. Go for it. It's time for the universe to give back to you. You deserve it. You are loved. You are absolutely protected, and you are truly supported in this. I am sending you all the love in the world. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing and commenting. And thank you for all of you who've been giving back through the super thanks in the comments. Don't forget, if you are subscribed and you'd like to be in either my monthly prize draw to win a free private reading, or indeed if you want to make sure you never miss another reading that I do, if you don't want to miss a reading, if you hit the little bell icon as well as the subscribe, then you should get everything coming into your stream. I have a subscriber email list. Just add yourself to that to be in that prize draw. I'll put all the links, including that one, into the description box below and the pinned comment. So just scroll down and find whatever is relevant to you. I am sending you all the love in the world. Hugest love, and the hugest amount of respect as well. Tons of love to you. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading. Now we are talking about a significant choice that's being offered to you, yes or no. Now it's very interesting because we have the rune of harvest, Jira, we have Thurizaz, the rune of gateway, and we also have the rune of defense, Awaz. This always for me speaks of boundaries, 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 boundaries. And it's very interesting to have the rune of gateway. Is phenomenal really, because this card, Deer of Delta, it kind of speaks about, if we think of the Delta brain waves, they are really, really slow. They are kind of like the gateway into that real deep sleep, where we are in tune, we are in alignment and in tune with a kind of a spiritual depth. It's like we're into another, we step through a gateway into another almost like parallel universe, another parallel time really. So we have gateway here, which often asks us to pause as well, to pause and be an observer of our experiences. With the rune of harvest, this suggests that there is a potentially beneficial outcome, but it's not a fast return. Sometimes this speaks of a year. To be quite honest with you, beautiful souls, Whether this is coming from you yourself or from someone else, I feel like this significant choice that's being offered to you, I feel like you're under pressure to make it. That's what's coming through more strongly than anything, as if you're being pressured, and that's causing you to feel like, yeah, it's actually causing you to feel quite challenged about making this choice. Is it a yes or a no? I mean, actually, at the moment, it just feels as though you just want to back off and back away because there's so much pressure involved. Let's draw more cards, please, and find out a lot more for pile 3. What is this choice, and what is this sense of pressure that's being placed upon them? It could be from you, but it could be from someone else. May we have more information for pile 3, please? We're asking about a significant choice that's available to them. You know, is it a yes or a no? Should we have more information rather than even just bring it down to the yes or a no? May we have information, please, for pile 3? Let's draw some more cards as well. Okay, they came very fast. Look at that. Let's have one more as well. There we are. Okay. What do we have first off? We have, okay, Vesta. Okay, so we have Vesta Hearth. Home is where the heart is. We then have the 10th house, Authority. Yeah, I feel like you're under pressure. The choice that's in front of you, it's really difficult to make because there could be some sense of almost like obligation around you as well. Home, families, those sorts of situations. Now, we have the card of Nurture, Ceres. I really feel like, and we'll inquire about the longer term yes or no, but I actually feel as though there's some more stuff you need to know. Something needs to be cultivated with the rune of harvest before you get to the beneficial outcome. If you think about a harvest, you know, first of all, we have to till the soil, then we have to sow the seeds, then we have to nurture them, we've got to water them, you know, the weather conditions have to be right, we've kind of got to go out there and do the weeding and look after them and tend to them, and eventually we bring in the harvest. I don't think this is a clear-cut yes or no, because actually there is some work to be done before you can actually, you need more information. But I do feel like you're under pressure to make a choice really quickly. And it's very interesting because the rune of Gateway also asks you to pause. Pause, relax, give yourself, I want to say cut yourself some slack, give yourself a bit of a break here. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, look how cautiously this figure is walking. With the scales in one hand, we have the Page of Cups. How interesting. We have the 2 of Wands and we have the 5 of Swords. Oh my. Gosh, I feel like there's more than one person involved in your choices and your decisions. Okay? And they've all got their own agenda. Yeah, this is not straightforward for you. This is not a straightforward yes or no. A significant choice is being offered to you. The tangle of the choice is that lots of people would like you to do what they want you to do. And the question is, what do you want to do? I feel this is one of those scenarios when, yeah, everyone's got a perspective on this. I want to say, what do you want to do? We'll draw more cards. I just feel like you're under pressure. You're being pushed and pulled. Everybody's saying, look, do it the way I want it to be done. I know best. I've got your future, you know, in hand. This is going to be the best course of action financially. This would be the one that would make you happy. The timing's just right for you. You'd be foolish not to take it, or you'd be foolish to do it, or, you know, and there's so much potential here. But there's something going on here that just doesn't feel right, because it's like everyone's putting their oar in. You know, what's that old saying? Too many cooks spoil the broth. Or actually, there is another saying which I won't repeat, but it's too many somethings spoil the brothel. Anyway, the point is, there's too many people putting their oar in here, and actually, you know, what do you want? What do you want? I feel like you need to just back away from the lot of them. Take some time out. Buy yourself some time. I'm not saying it's not telling me whether it is or isn't the right choice for you. I'm seeing a good result with the Rune of Harvest. I'm seeing a good end result. Whatever. The problem is the good end result. I almost feel like you don't know what the good end result. I think you know what the end result would be that you would like, but you don't know what route to take because everybody's pressuring you. Let's draw some more cards and ask for a bit more information for you. My immediate thought is buy yourself some time. Don't make the decision yet. Don't make the choice just yet. Buy yourself some time. Tell them all to back off. Put some boundaries up. And then take some time to evaluate this for yourself. This is where you want to retreat to your dream time. Okay, may we have information, please? Okay. For pile 3. May we have information for pile 3? Okay, let's look at those cards first. So the cards that have shown themselves to us immediately, we have the Four of Cups, absolutely, just under pressure, too much going on, tell everybody else to butt out, go away. It's funny, isn't it? The Eight of Wands just came into reverse there. I generally don't read cards in reverse, but even so, it's just everybody else's stuff is stopping you from focusing. It's basically interfering with your focus. Get still and think about what you want. Yeah, and go away and do some research. Okay? Whatever this choice or decision is, it's almost got the flavour of, you know, when you're trying to decide what university to go to, or something like that anyway. I'll use that as an example. You need to apply this to your unique circumstances, but you're trying to look at what to focus on or where to go, and you... Everybody thinks you should do, well, I go to this one, I go to that one, I do this one. Everybody's got a different perspective on what they think you should do. It doesn't matter whether they think the same or they think otherwise. The point is you're just under constant pressure. It's a bombardment of pressure from people who feel like they kind of know best, really. And for some of you, it's interesting. That's one scenario. I will say for some of you as well, you may also find yourself caught between two very specific lines of thinking. One person who'd like things to stay the same, and another person who'd like them to be radically different, and feeling caught between a rock and a hard place. However this is for you, you're under pressure, and you're under pressure because of other people. That's the essence of your reading here. So we need more information here because, well, your reading is actually saying to you, look, go do some research. Get still. There's going to be a point. It's like get your focus back. Your focus, not everybody else's focuses, but your focus. Get your focus back. Get still. Go do some research. Go and find out how these choices, or what the choices actually are for you. Go check them out. Go look at them in real terms, and do it yourself. Take yourself off. Maybe we have information, because I'm not seeing you. Yeah, what I'm also seeing here, I was going to say I'm not seeing a definite outcome. Actually, what we're being shown, of course, with the Rune of Harvest, Jira, is actually you need to be looking at the longer term future. It's not a quick fix. So it's not a kind of, well, if I do this course, it'll get me, you know, from A to B really, really fast. Actually, if the longer term picture is Z, you need to get from A to Z, then there may be, you need to maybe look at those different options. It's what's right for you, and it's about a longer term future as well. It's not just a quick fix or what will be right for anyone in the moment. This is about you and what you want ahead of time. May we have information, please? More information for pile 3, please. May we have more information, please, for pile 3. Okay. Yeah, 3 of Cups. This is very interesting, because this shows a kind of a collaboration. It's like ask your besties. Ooh, look at this. Then we have the card of the Lovers, which is essentially a card of choice. We have the 3 of Swords. That's kind of where we are in a way. I feel like there's a lot of underlying pressure for you. And then we have, look at this, 2 pages. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Okay. What I need to say to you, beautiful souls, the choice that you make, there is a choice to be made. There is a significant choice to be made. The one to be made is the one that is right for you, even if it pisses off a few people. I do think you're under pressure. Go and do your research. And by all means, talk to people, but talk to people who are, it's like your best buddies, people who are going to be supportive of you with no investment whatsoever. The only investment they have is in you stepping into your fullest potential. They have no investment in the outcome for how they perceive it to be good or what will be good in it for them. This is about you making radical choices. I say radical choices. In many ways, for some of you, it should be a straightforward choice. What makes it radical is that all these other people think that they know what's best for you. This is very, very interesting. You're just under pressure. Stop trying to do the right thing. Do you know, it's really reminding me of, I don't know if any of you have seen that beautiful film, it's the Notebook. It's a really, really beautiful film. And there's a lovely bit where, you know, there's a real tangle going on here because, you know, she's been separated from the love of her life, you know, as a little person. They've kind of moved worlds apart. She's got engaged to someone else in the belief that she would never meet the love of her life again. Suddenly, you know, I won't say too much because if you haven't seen the film, I don't want to ruin it. It's a beautiful, beautiful film. It is about being with someone, your own true love, really, I suppose. But there's this point when it's sort of that, do we get back together? Do I leave my new fiance, who I also love and care about, or do I go back to the love of my life, who I didn't even know this would ever be possible? And he just says, you know, there's this moment and he just says, we're back to this again, aren't we? It's what's right for everyone else. What do you want? What do you want? And I feel like I'm hearing that here from spirit, from your spirit team, from the universe. What do you want? What do you want? What's right for you? You don't have to please everybody else. You're always torn in endless directions, trying to get it right for everybody. This is time for you to think of yourself. Do some research. Think of what is right for you. And if you're going to talk to people about it, which is totally cool, because actually with the 3 of Cups here, this is an energy where we're going to see really, really supportive friendship coming in. The people to talk to are your best buddies who have no investment in your future whatsoever beyond seeing you happy. Okay, you will be supported. Some people will be disappointed, but you can't please all of the people all of the time. There is a choice to be made here. You know, there is something being offered to you. There's a choice in front of you, but the choice to make is the one that is right for you. What do you want? And within that, do more research first. Press the pause button. Take time out from everyone else who has an idea as to what you should or shouldn't be doing. Go away, think of the bigger, longer term picture, do your research. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. You don't have to share your research with anyone. Go away, do the research. The choices will become clear to you. This is about your longer term future, and it's not about pleasing other people. Even if the choice isn't the way some of these other people would want it to be for you, this is the choice that's right for you. You do need to make a decision here. We are seeing that. There's a definite choice to be made. I'm just going to draw a few more cards for you. May we have a sneaky peek into the future. Your reading is very clear. Yeah, we have another Two of Wands here. Okay, we've got Two of Wands here as well. So we've got another Two of Wands. But very different. This is you looking ahead. How interesting that we have the Knight of Cups, especially over the Lovers. And we have the Ten of Wands. May we have one more card, please. Strength. Card of Strength, yeah. Right. This is about following your heart. If for any of you this is to do with the choice that's in front of you is to do with some form of love connection and it's disapproved of in some way, shape or form, in all honesty, I think you're going to walk away ultimately from the burden of the pressure that everyone else, you're walking away from that mountain of pressure and, you know, choosing to step into your own, following your own heart. You know, even if you feel vulnerable, you'll also feel strong and liberated for it. If it's a university choice, you know, this will be about the course that floats your passions, floats your boat, makes you feel alive. You know, it may not be like following the party line or doing what other people think is right for you, but it is what is right for you. It's what do you want? Beautiful souls, there's a choice to be made. I'm seeing you walk away from the burden of other people putting you under pressure. Okay, and I'm seeing that strength arriving, that clear intention setting, that clear decision making. Yes, feeling vulnerable, but actually because you've done the research and you're prepared to invest in yourself, it feels very new for you to actually do what's right for you. But ultimately that is where your future, your future happiness is definitely in what is right for you. What do you want? It just keeps coming through. What do you want? What's right for you? And I am seeing you leave the burden of this mountain of pressure behind. Yeah, being torn in so many different directions. It's time to take charge of your own choices. So whatever choices you are faced with, the way to handle this, there will be a yes to at least to a choice, but the yes needs to be a choice that is right for you and the one that you want. And to achieve that, you need to separate from other expectations and pressures and actually make a decision based on your own research and the support of people who have no investment in the outcome. Reading 3, it could not be clearer. I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for your comments and for sharing in the comments, and for all of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments as well. You are truly appreciated. Super souls, if you'd like to make sure you get all of my readings, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, they should come through to you. And if you would like to be in my monthly prize draw to receive potentially a free private reading or a pack of oracle cards. I have a subscriber email list. Just add yourself to that. I will put the link in the description box along with everything else, and I'll put it in the pinned comments as well for phone users. Beautiful souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Do what's right for you. What do you want? What do you want? Coming through just so loud and clear. Sending you so much love.